prove you wrong. And that's exactly what I did. I went to go and audition at the NSA, and I think a month later, I got called in and we were through. Next year, ngaqali high school. Kwamnandi, everything was going, I'm liking what I'm doing. This drama thing is new to me, but it's something I know ukuthi I'm truly, truly, truly passionate about. 2 years after that, kungene a casting. Scandal has auditions. Scandal has auditions. I'm not sure about it because I had a lot of homework. To be able to balance iskole, right, just your academics, and to be able to balance the drama subject as well was a lot of work, right? So okay, ngenze njani. Decide, okay, let's go. I go and audition, kube mnandi. There's a whole lot of us from school. I audition with my peers. It's great. The audition goes really well. 2 weeks later, we got called in again. It's about 2 out of the maybe 6, 7 of us from NSA that were chosen. There was only 2 of us. And we had said, one of us has to get this gig. Nangempela, we went for the callback, and 2 weeks later, the rest was history, right? How do I maintain being in this industry this long? Discipline. As young people, we need to be disciplined. You need to understand the importance of discipline. Secondly, inhlonipho. Respect. Respect will take you a long way. Whether umncane, whether umdala. Respect will take you a very, very, very long way. So I've really had to have a lot of discipline just to be able to be where I am right now. And it's taken a lot of work. Maninga magingi and isibhekana nawo in this industry. There's a whole lot of things. You come into this industry and it's a complete shock because it's not what you are used to. But because you are disciplined, respect, and thirdly, because you are passionate. Because you are passionate, ngalento yenzayo, everything else becomes a flow. I promise you, young ones, nothing will keep you going like passion. Passion is the one thing that will keep you going no matter how hard it gets. Will you believe it if I were to tell you that I worked on Scandal for a good 10 years, right? And obviously my contract ended last year. And can I tell you, I've not worked in a full year. But passion, discipline is the one thing that keeps me going. And also because I understand and I respect my craft, I know that when it's time, kuzoba kahle. Young ones, you also need not rush your journey. We are all here, we have our own different journeys. Ukuphumelela kwami njengamanje akusho ukuthi wena la uhleli khona ngeke uzuphumelele when it's your time. So we need to be patient. We need to nurture each other as the youth and just be kind to one and understand that your journey is your own journey and you need to walk it by yourself as much as you walk it with everyone else around you, but your journey is your journey and yours alone and no one else. Akekho umuntu owazi ukuthi wena uphuma phi. Kwazi wena. And you're the only person that will get yourself out of that. Guys, nothing comes on a silver platter, unfortunately. I will tell you that. I've had to work for everything that I have. I've had to work extremely hard. So you guys have to work hard. It's possible. Black child. It's truly, truly possible. We look at the likes of Mthuso Mpedu. Look at what she is doing. There is no way you cannot look at Thuso and not say, oh, that's what I want. Because that is the standard. We're so talented. We're so talented. And I pray to God that you guys, nihlezi ni passionate ngale nto nithi niyayifuna. Ngale nto nithi niyayithanda. And also I'm so thankful as well to the department that we're able to start out programs like this, because growing up, I never had any of this. Growing up, we think, oh, how do we make it for the next generation? How do we make it better for the next generation? When the next generation comes and they're passionate about the art, what do? Most of the time, we take out money from our own pockets and run these programs because there's nothing else we can do. But because we are passionate, but I'm so thankful for this platform. I'm so thankful that I was able to stand here in front of the youth and everyone else that is here. I'm so thankful and I'm so appreciative. Thank you for this platform.
But I don't think we were short.
On TV, I'm not even 27. I'm actually 27 years old.
Really? Wow. Can I see Chinese and I think today I'm going to I would like to call Ms. Helpile a message from NYDA board member.
It's very hard to speak after you've had two speakers like the ones we had. Also, they told me I was coming to work. They didn't tell me I was coming to groove, but I would have worn a different outfit. Hey. This is how it goes down in the creatives. Hey. Good morning, everybody. You didn't greet her like that. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm an actress. Good morning, everybody. Okay, much better, much better. So my name is Pearl, and I am a board member of the NYDA. We're seeing my boss. I'm here on behalf of the NYDA board. Our chairperson, Mrs. Sandaloa, really wants to be here today, but that's a busy lady. Trying to get time with her is very difficult. That lady's busier than Beyonce. So she sends her greetings and her well wishes. I'm gonna be quick. I don't want to take up too much of your time. And also just to give a message of support from the NYDA board for this really, really cool program. I think when we think about the challenges that young creatives face, right? We think about COVID, for example, and the lack of support that creatives had. Remember when people were talking about the 350, people were talking about, is there any relief for creatives, right? You don't have a formal kind of economy that you can fit into the lockdown. And I think it was an oversight on government's part, right? Because we didn't think that we have this big creative industry that needs support, right? We look at creatives and we should see not just people who entertain us, right? Creatives are activists, they're community builders, they're people who inspire hope, right? It's creatives that are responsible for the well-being of our country. It's why when things go bad, South Africans always have a joke. There's always a song. Someone says something really terrible on TV. Tomorrow there's a piano remix of that song of that thing that they've said, right? It's a coping mechanism for all of us. So without creatives, I think South Africans would have to really confront them well for any of us. And I think that's why it's important for us to invest in creatives, right? People like, I'm really glad that you mentioned Thuso. People like Thuso are not rare, right? South Africa is full of Trevor Noah is not rare. South Africans are really funny, right? But the difference between people like Thuso and people like Trevor is that they had access and they had support so that they could build their careers. So imagine what could happen if we could do that for every single young creative in South Africa, right? How many Thusos can we produce? How many Trevors can we produce, right? And I think this program is a really good start with that. I'm also really happy that this program falls within the NYS family. For those who don't know the NYS, it's the National Youth Service. Oh, people know, okay, cool. Now I think this is an important
partnership because what NYS means to the NYDA and the amazing work done by the team, the partnerships that we build, the communities that we impact, I think it furthers the idea that there are so many ways to build our communities and address unemployment, right? We talk about things like entrepreneurship, but we don't consider the fact that creatives are also entrepreneurs, right? You're also building businesses, you're also contributing towards growing your communities. And so just as we talk about how much we need to support small businesses, we need to speak about creatives in that same breath. I think it's also important for us to emphasize the idea of partnership, right? Young people, the people in all these really cool white t-shirts, I really like seeing NYDA logos on things because I'm like, hey. But we're not just beneficiaries, right? We're not just people to sit here and receive programs and say thank you and then you move on to the next one, right? Young people must co-create and take ownership of the programs that are designed to help us, right? There's no one in this room that knows what it's like to be a young creative in South Africa in 2023, other than a young creative in South Africa in 2023, right? You're an expert in the work that you do, and you deserve to be part of programs where you can help build them, right? And so what I'd like to ask of you is to keep your communications lines open, right? Let all of the various stakeholders, and there are so many, but let them know what you know, right? Share knowledge. Let them know what the gaps are, what are they missing, how can we improve on programs, so this doesn't become one of those programs that stops working after a while and we just let it carry on because nobody invested in making it better. And that's a responsibility that you have, right? To take care of this program and to make sure that it can grow and be better that come after you. And finally, I would like to say to the young people who are part of this program and to everyone who will be part of this program, you are entitled to this program, okay? The function of government and agencies like the NYDA is to look at the needs and the aspirations of young people and to build our society around those aspirations. It's not to say to young people, oh, well, we need people to go and learn how to build houses, so you guys must go do that. It's to say, what is the kind of life that young people want to live, and how do we design our society so that we can help young people achieve those dreams and achieve those goals, right? Because when you do that, you're able to pour back into your community in much bigger ways. It also means that we create a society that takes young people seriously, right? We're the majority in this country. I think there was a stat the other day that said if all of the youth voters, so age 18 to 35, if all of us voted for the same party, we would win by a landslide, right? Young people run this country. And so I think it's important for us to remember you're entitled to these programs. Nobody's doing you a favor, right? This is what you've earned as a citizen of this country and as a young person who's trying to make it work. And so what I would like to leave with you is that we need to give young people the opportunity to lead. I think we have a really great opportunity at the NYDA that our team is very, okay, except this person. I think he's only got a few months left of being youth and then we're gonna kick him out. So we're gonna have a vacancy pretty soon. But the NYDA is a good example of what happens when you let young people lead, right? And I think it gives us the opportunity to create, to learn, and to grow together. And so as the NYDA, we're putting all of our weight behind this program. Whatever it is that you need, contact him and the rest of the team that's here. Keep the lines of communication open. Help us build a program that works for young people. And also enjoy. I think what's been really fun about today's event is that we came here and we were like, oh, this is actually really fun. We weren't sitting here and just listening to all the boring, even though I'm giving you a very boring speech. We weren't sitting and listening to boring speeches the whole day, right? And I think it's what happens when you place young people at the center of the work that you do, and you design work that benefits young people, but also helps them take ownerships of their solutions. So good luck. I wish you all the best. Grab this program with both hands. Take everything that you can from it, and remember to give something back to your community afterwards.
Thank you so much, Ms. Pillay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At least I kept my promise, ne? You're not gonna kill me. Sizocela Kopano drums. Are you guys ready? Do you want some music? Are you ready? Okay. Over to you. Guys, do you want some music, ne? Do you want some music, ne? Ngithena pha kancane, ne? Okay, hayi ngiyidlala ba.
Sengizokuthengela umbhambhayo
Bayathandana bazamile usohlukanisa uhluleka abaphansi bavumile ukuba sifanelene thina sobabini masikunye iyajabula jabula sonwabile siyathandana bazamile usohlukanisa uhluleka abaphansi bavumile basifanelene thina sobabini masikunye iyajabula jabula
One, two, one, two. my brother. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, DJ. Let's proceed with our program. Let's be seated, guys. Let's be in one meeting. I'm going to ask Uskailo, an artist with a disability, to come and say words on behalf of Skylo. Let's give her a round of applause while she's coming on stage.
Sanbonani. Dumelang. Goeiemorgen. Lotani. My name is Kala Mokondo, well known as CP Diva, because my disability is called Autistic Cerebral Palsy, and I'm a diva. But however, my mom calls my walk the model walk. That's why I had to enter in style. By profession, I graduated in Tamilin, running a course. I'm also an actress. I did a short course in drama, star quality workshop. And then by birth, I am an advocate for human rights for those who can't speak for themselves, especially people with disabilities. I am also a model. I'm an ambassador for Isumwe. I see Ubabumpo is here. I hope he hears that message as well. My journey started when I was 6. Believe it or not, I've already known what I wanted to be, which is acting. I wanted to be an actor to tell stories about disability, because I see everybody are portraying people with disabilities, and that's not how it should be done. I was also inspired to be a model by Uma Singita. I also wanted to be a presenter. I also wanted to be the voice of the voiceless for people with disability. And by the grace of God, I am everything I've dreamed of. Because I'm a visual learner, I was groomed by a few people from childhood. Even now, I still have mentors. So it was Dr. Mshededi, my teacher Andre, who was like a father to me, my mom, my friend Uchabli Lenrovu, and from 2012, I've been groomed and I've been working side by side with Uzo Tim. So I've heard a lot of speakers today, and I agree with you. But unfortunately, because it's a normal world, and we're not normal as artists, they forgot to mention youth with disabilities. The reason why I'm here on the behalf of sisterhood because we want to turn things around. There's no I in advocacy. I don't work alone. Because if I was working alone, I would die now. So we want to be there when things turn around. We want to be there when artists with disabilities have equal opportunities in this country. We want to lend a hand to Martina. And I would like to thank Generation The Legacy for having me from 2018 until the Buta virus. I was an extra, and my first scene was shot at the Morocco House. And a patina Rajera the first. Bamumpo remembers me. Of course he does. I mean, with my unique walk, who would forget? I was recently on Spinsa, May 14 as an extra. I believe in starting small. I believe with my qualification as an actress, I will break down those barriers. Not for me only, but for the next scholars to come. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the platform. Tuman Mina, Limpopo, I'm here. I'm an artist and a disability. And one more thing, our art centers are not disability friendly. Can the Department of Art and Culture please ensure that our art centers will to look seen and our ramps and our wheelchair toilets for our wheelchair and they lift if needed. That's what inclusive is. Thank you.
Let's give them a round of applause. We can do better than that. Thank you, Scaro. Thank you so much. Our next item is Israel Entertainers. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
The stage is yours.
Sanibonani. Njani. Nasi Israel thina siyabonga ukunikeza ithuba siyabonga. Asiye DJ. Bathi kali bolu DJ. Asa. Bathi. Sanibonani. much for watching, guys. We love you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Can you feel it? Tapo. Matine, Matine. Yes, yes, yes. Matine up. Matine sees. Matine Joe. From Quate, Asabit, Mati, Chesa, 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 Sabit, Mati, 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 Forza, Chesa, Sabit, Mati, Chesa, 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 Vivo, 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 Vivo. Homanila, Hotosila, Homanila, Hotosila, Hotosila, Chesa, Chesa. Chesa, 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 primo, chesa, chesa, até do fine. Primo, chesa, chesa, primo, dala. Asa, chamo ga sugemo, asa, chamo ga sugemo, primo, chesa, chesa, asa de one, chesa, chesa, asa, chesa, chesa, asa, chesa, chesa, asa, chamo ga sugemo, primo, chesa, primo, asa de primo, batire mati, batire mati, batire mati, asa de chesa, 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 primo, chamo ga sugemo de, abati chamo ga sugemo de, asa de. Our last ladies, our ladies troop, asa de. The last one, the last one, the last one. Asa, primo, primo, primo. Kani bolu kiki. Chesa, 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 chesa. Matine, 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 matine. Abati ke do file. Hey you, asa de ke. Primo, chesa, 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 chesa. Abati kalma. Driver, 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 driver. Everybody driver, driver. Asada, sit, hold on, sit, hold on. Mati. Dala, asada, okay. 1, 2, 3, asada, primo, chesa, 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 chesa. Mati, piso, 1, 2, chesa, 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 chesa. Chesa, Evasiwari Malaya Mata. Tapo, is the entertainer of Quate. Chesa, 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 Asada, primo, 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 piso, casi, primo, chiamo la sugemote, chiamo la sugemote. Our team group, this is our last one. Asa, the cat. Asa, chesa, 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 asa, the beat. Mati. Mati, primo, chesa, 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 asa, andiamo a che volta, chesa, asa, primo, Come on, Forza, via! Sticky! Stick, what's up? Sticky! Stick, what's up? Lavate, what's up? Forza! Cessa! Levati! Levati! Assale, forza! Levati! Levati, carubine! Abo! Scese! Assale, Matito! Aimo! Taco! Assale, Cessa! Assale, Aimo! Cessa! Mati! Last one, forza! Cessa! DJ, the next one, Patrick, go again.
Siyabonga. Thank you guys. Our next item, I'm going to ask Mr. Wasim Karim from NYDA to say a few words. Thank you. Let's give him a round of applause, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Program Director. Let me recognize all of my colleagues have left me, so in absentia, the Minister for Sports, Arts and Culture, Mrs. Zizi Kodwa, the MECs who are with us today, the colleagues from the NYDA, the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, and the colleagues in the provinces, but most importantly, young people. Halala, young people, halala! Halala, young creators, halala! It's lovely to be with you this morning. You know, I see on the program, I'm vote of thanks. So sometimes I have to write these programs, you know, and there's always somebody who is important but not so important. You have to put them on the program, you know. I say, Mchana, put that person as vote of thanks, you know. So this program I didn't write. So clearly sometimes you are the person who is allocating some vote of thanks, and other times you are the vote of thanks, you know. So today I'm the vote of thanks. But I want to say, well, there's a few people I want to thank. So let me start with the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, and the Minister and the DG. You know, when we started out the Young Patriots program, they were one of the first ones who came to the NYDA and said, we want you to run this program on our behalf. And a long time, we have made many mistakes. I don't want to discount the fact that we have made mistakes. But the department has never ever said, we are going to go and find somebody else to do this. They've always assisted us, they've guided us, they've directed us. They've treated us like young people should be treated. You know? So I really just want to express my gratitude to the Minister and the DG for having faith in the NYDA to run programs for them, but also specifically to run this exciting program. Yeah. I also want to express my gratitude to all of the colleagues in the department and in the NYDA and in the provinces who work tirelessly to make these programs work. Ms. Makaula is here with her team today. There's a lot of effort that goes into recruiting, interviewing, getting timesheets together, making sure you are paid on time, and even putting this event together is a large amount of effort, you know. I come and I sit there and it's like, you know, I'm just a peer, but I know how much sleepless nights and work goes into us being here today. So I really just want to thank the team and give them a big round of applause because there's a lot that goes into putting these things together. But again, most importantly, I want to thank you as young people, for having the courage to put yourself out there and apply for opportunities. It is not easy to put yourself out there. And I'm sure for many of you here, this was not the first application you made and you just got it and you were recruited. Maybe some of you have applied 5 times or 6 times or 10 times. And it's difficult. It's despondent when you keep applying. Many times you don't even hear back. Yeah? And it's hard to keep yourself motivated. So thank you for having the courage to be here. And you should feel proud, yeah? And your parents and your families should feel proud. So give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah? And I don't want to repeat what anybody has said, because colleagues spoke about discipline and taking advantage. But I want to talk about the fact that we realize that what young people are responsive to is not long speeches. And here I am giving a long speech, but it's important. What you are responsive to is opportunities, yeah? Where we give you opportunities, that is what interests you. That's what you want to be part of. You want to feel part of South Africa's democracy. You want to feel part of this project that we are all doing together, yeah? And you have the right to opportunities, but there are also responsibilities that come with opportunities. Yeah? When you have an opportunity, you owe it to yourself and to your family and to your community to give it your best shot. Yeah? And not every day in your life will be positive. You will have days where you don't feel good. I have days where I don't feel good. I want to go to my room and just curl up in the bed and not get out of bed the next morning. But that's what discipline and motivation is about. It's about on good days and bad days, you have a duty to show up, yeah? And keep showing up. When you are in an opportunity, I like what somebody said, we have a duty to pay you a stipend and pay it on time. But don't make the stipend the lifeblood of this opportunity. All of us started somewhere. Yeah? Everybody here, the minister, the MECs, all of them, the first job was not the best job you ever have in your life. But your first job is your ability to build social connections, make friends, build networks. In South Africa, around the world, you get opportunities and you learn by making friends, yeah? So take advantage of the fact, every day, make it your duty to get to know someone. You don't know down the line who will be able to help you achieve something in your life, yeah? The last point I want to make is to say, we'll tell you about motivation and discipline and showing up. The main thing as a young person is to have fun, yeah, doing what you do. You have an opportunity to be young. As somebody who's exiting youth, it doesn't last for very long, yeah? So take that opportunity to have fun, to enjoy yourself, do your work with passion, yeah? And you'll find that when you show up every day and you are willing to enjoy yourself, everything else will follow in your life, yeah? So I wish you all the best with this opportunity. I'm going to be watching you from afar. The team there is going to be supporting you so that in the end of your 24 months, you're not going back to unemployment. And I don't want to see anybody here back in unemployment when this program ends, yeah? Whether you want to start your own business, or you want to work in the gig economy, or you want to go and get a job, we will be there to hold your hand and support you every step of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Yeah?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Karev. Guys, I do have another surprise. Do you want my surprise? Is this right? Do you want my surprise? Nifuna bani manje ake ngizwe yini? Nifuna umuntu oculayo, nifuna umuntu oyekthayo, nifuna umuntu odlala ibhola. Which one do you want? Nifuna umuntu oculayo? Nifuna umuntu odlala ibhola? Let me just welcome abathandwa. Hi, guys. Ngizosuka ngicela abathandwa bengaculi. I will stop there. You can do better than that. Let's welcome abathandwa.
Oh yes. 2, 2. Oh yes. 2 yes. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yes, 1, 2. Oh, yes. 1, 2, 2. Kuyisithunywa sobungisi.
Sanbonani. Those some monitors, my brother, the beautiful Masabs, please. Please.
Hayibo, guys. Hey, nyoka. Cela umvumo okugcina mfowethu. Awami uyavu. Hawu. Ngibona nami ngiyavu. Umoya wami uyavu. Ngibona nami ngiyavuma. Ha! Umoya uyavuma. Asamba nyoka. Hayi, asibashayele izandla ezinkulu. Let's give them a round of applause. Hayi kodwa mina angifuni ukuhlulwa abathanda. They sing better than me. Do they sing better than me? Do they sing better than me? Umoya wami uyavu. Mangibona nami ngiyavu. Umoya wami uyavu. Ngibona nami ngiyavu. Ahe moya wami. Uhle moya wami. Ungangiphani guys. What can you give me? What can you give me? Okay guys, back to business. Back to business. I would like to call MEC Nakedi Kekana all the way from Limpopo to give us a review. Thank you so much. Let's give her a round of applause. Hayibo, asimshayeleni izandla bo.
Thank you so much, Program Director. This is the power of the creative industry, from the performing industry. We are very much delighted today. This is a big day for us, especially the patriots. You are shining so bright at your corner there, and we wish the same brightness must also light across the country in all the provinces that you are coming from. Shy, young lions, shy. Lions, roar. Uzoitola kanjani. Thank you so much. Let me take this opportunity to greet the program director, the acting DG from National Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, Me Makumalo, the minister, the young energetic minister who created this platform. We are here because of the very same minister, Minister Zizi Kodwa, the Minister for Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. The officials from various departments. I see the HOD from Limpopo. She's not alone. She's with the director also for cultural affairs and also our officials, other officials from Magorena, Matsurati Bakawagaleng. They are here to witness this program today. And other chief directors, of course, and the directors responsible for cultural services from various departments. We thank you so much. I just have one or two messages that I want to convey on behalf of all the MECs across the province. This is a good program. It came at the right time when the president of this country has already alluded to the 4 priorities that we must be confined to on our deliberations to implement our APP, our annual plans, together with the budget, so that we are able, as various departments, that we should indeed provide enough budget for this industry. We are saying this precisely because most of the people seem to take this industry as the by-the-way industry. So the chunk of the budget is given to other departments rather than the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. And we are making a pivotal role. I can tell you that out of the contribution that we are making for the growing economy of this country is so huge. We are making a real impact on the country's GDP. And I'm saying this because out of all the albums that are sold, out of all the sculptors, the crafters, your music industry, fine arts, performing industry, out of all the goodies that they are selling, they are contributing to the growth development plan of this country. And we are saying this precisely because we are also governed by the legislations. Our National Development Plan, the blueprint, our Plan 2030, is alluding to the fact of nation building and social cohesion. This is indeed the department that spearheads the issue of nation building and social cohesion. It is through the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture that is able to, other than creating the social cohesion, but rather to make sure that we promote an active citizenry through sport, arts and culture, and hence we are here today. So I'm saying we are very much delighted with this program because the cultural activities, all the sport activities, they are the societal issues. It starts at home with the family, when bonkgono ba rena, our grannies will relate to the folk stories. In Sepedi, we call them dinonwane. Ra di tseba kere. Bonkgono ba rena ba dutse ka bua every night before we go to sleep, and that has a very huge impact. Today we are learning about the devastating issues about our learners, that they connect, read and write, even at grade 4 level, because we are no longer narrating those stories. So this is the right platform, and you must excel when you go out to the community members, because you are the right people to make sure that we improve all the barriers that is there within our community members. And it also assists to move our youth off the ground, away from drugs and substance abuse. Whatever they're doing, if we listen to these fabulous voices, flamboyant voices, of course, that we are listening today, you can see that it needs practice, and we will not have time to go for other activities, the shapings and whatever. So this is very much important. And I also want to add on what has already alluded to by Mr. Molepo, because it's very much important. He started small from the community, and hence look at where he is right now. So we are sending you under the environment which is not conducive. All of them, the conditions of our art centers is not that good, and it is our responsibility. I so wish the minister was here, but I'm very much impressed because the DG is here to take data of all the community centers and make sure that we improve them. But I also want to urge to you that in the places, the art centers where we are going to send you as our patriots, our ambassadors, of course, of the people's aspirations, especially the youth, you must make sure that you are still confined to the laws of this country. Don't go there and be loose. Everything that you are going, make sure that you build structures. Make sure that you impart the language, the knowledge and the skills that you have acquired to the young people out there, especially from the poor families and the downtrodden families. Because it is through education that can improve the lives of the people, especially the rural people out there. You must go and make an impact. We have the statutory bodies that will be able to assist you at all levels, at national level, provincial, and the provincial level. So at the district levels where we are going to place you, make sure that you make their work very easy. Organize the structures there so that you'll be able to fund. They will be able to link with you in terms of advocating the funds for you so that your art centers must shine. At the end of your duration, your stay in this working commitment, we're still going to assess your job, whether you in fact did what we have expected you to do. Make sure that whatever you are doing, work in group. It is always good to have partnership, which helps the president of this country, Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, to implement his program on youth employment strategy. They must find you being organized. As part of social cohesion, we are working with various departments because it is also their obligation to make sure that they promote nation building and social cohesion, because we need the society that is cohesed. So through the collaborations with other departments, like the Department of Local Economic and Development, they will be able to assist you in terms of the building of the business plan, link you to various institutions for funding, link you to NYDA, which they must not work in silos. Like I've indicated, that we are still confined by the law. They must work with the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture through their statutory bodies. And they must also work closely with the districts as part of district development model. Across the level of the municipal level, we still have the municipal IDPs and budget. Like I've indicated before, that the sport, arts and culture is a societal issue. So you must also be part of the society, make sure that you are part of the community meetings. Whatever the ward-based consultative meetings emanating from the local municipalities, you must be there and make your impact there, so that it must be reflected in the IDP of the municipalities. So that whenever the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture wants to construct whatever the excellence art center, it might find it reflected on the municipal IDPs. They must not give an excuse, because it's not everybody who's going to advocate this except yourselves. May there and shine in that space, because it is your area. You excel in terms of that. So this is the simple message that I want to give you. Go well, go and represent us well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MEC. Let's give her a round of applause. This was so profound. Siyabonga kakhulu. DJ, can you please give us one song? One song. Thank you, my brother. Guys, we are not done. We are still here. Please, people, they must not leave. We are not done. We are not done. Sizocela our next item, the albino as an ensemble.
Give it up for Bob 90 and the Beano. Bob 90 and the
I'm sorry kancane. Guys, wonke umuntu ongaphethe this side. Cela bebuye. Everyone must come back. We are not done yet.
Bob 90 and the Beano.
Over to you guys.
One, two.
Two.
Okay, that's it. One, two.
1, 2,
Can we just test our mics?
1, 2.
Okay, that's it.
3, 4. 2.
ungangikwasa ngokwebala
umbise ngamanyama
izithembiso zakhe kimi zintsha ebusika nasemhlophe ogeleza ngothando ubangeyabeso
the Pinos and Assembly. Yes, the Pinos. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, let's proceed with our program, guys. Ka tlhompho le kokobetsa ke tlo kopa MEC. Yashintsha manje nezwa guys. Yashintsha manje ungangikhreni. Ka tlhompho le kokobetsa ke tlo kopela ke tlo kopa MEC Nakedi atle kona. Ba ke alika ya no. Nangise. With all due respect, I'll request MEC to come and introduce our honorable minister. This is the biggest task. I'm still young, I can't do it on my own. Siyabonga, ngicela simshayele isandla.
Thank you once more to the program director, our acting DG, Mema Kumalo, officials from various provinces. I've got my HOD here from the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. She's not alone, she's accompanied by the directors for cultural affairs and other official patriots. Good day once more. I'm tasked with a short responsibility here. I know the person whom I'm going to present doesn't want to be unpopular. He doesn't want to be introduced at all, but suffice to indicate that, like I've already alluded to the fact that as patriots, you must make sure that you are confined to the laws of this country, the pieces of legislation from the departments where we are serving, where we are also sending you to perform, and also make sure that at the end of the day, we don't want to hear people protesting the minister to say, we've been here, we want an increment for the stipend, we want this and that. We are the consent group. We don't want you to belong to the consent group. There are statutory bodies. Well, Mr. Molepo, they are here. We have the local, the cultural centers or the cultural councils at all levels, national and also province and the districts where you are going to excel. With these few words, I'm going to present somebody who served in the ranks of the African National Congress, which is the ruling party. He served in various leadership of the ANC at youth league level, starting from the branch level, region, province, and as the ANC, of course, at various levels, like I've indicated, from the branch level up to the NEC, where he is right now. And in government, he previously served as the Deputy Minister for, in the Office of the Presidency for State Security. And he's currently the Minister in the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. Like I've indicated before, that he's the most energetic minister I've ever seen. Hence, these changes. Ralebo.
I wish I could get that song about Uzonikezo Kiss, something like that. Thank you very much, MEC, for such a colorful introduction. No, not this kiss. I can't kiss this one. No, thanks very much, MEC. And thank you to the program director. I'm not sure if you are part of the participants who are selected as part of the creatives, because I want to thank your creativity. People may not be aware that since I left in the morning, a lot you did was not on the program. It was out of your creativity, so that I have time to come back. But thank you very much for keeping the meeting alive. I'm sure the selection may want to review and consider the additional applicant, ATG. And thank you, ATG, and all the creative participants and officials from the department for allowing me in that moment to step out to deal with a matter that I could not postpone. This meeting comes 72 hours after a very harrowing 72 hours and thrilling 72 hours where we were called upon to deal with the issue which was more of a national interest, to resolve the issue between SAFA and Banyana Banyana. It was indeed a difficult issue. We are happy that that issue is behind us. It's behind us, therefore it gives us now an opportunity to change our focus to creatives. Because sport as well is but one element of our work, but that too can take us a lot of our time. And we're happy that today we're able to focus on our creatives. And I was saying to the CEO of NYDA, one voice that I missed during that 72 harrowing hours was the voice of the NYDA. Now the chairperson is not here. The CEO cannot account about the whereabouts of the chairperson. So I'm sure, I'm happy that nonetheless the NYDA is here as a partner to this program. To you, MEC, and a number of MECs who were here earlier, and those who will join us, our ADG of the department, Dr. Stella Ntomfuti Kumalo, and other executive members of the team and officials from different departments and young creatives. Your presence and support is greatly appreciated as we embark on this journey to empower and uplift the young creatives of our nation. We're delighted as Department of Sport, Arts and Culture to unveil this exciting initiative that is designed to foster and support the talents of young individuals in the field of arts and culture, providing them with a platform to showcase their creativity and to nurture their artistic potential. The launch of the Young Creatives Program does not happen outside the context of reality that our young people face. These realities are harsh and even harsher for the youth in our creative sector, which is yourselves present here. According to the latest figures from Stats SA and other agencies, more than half of South African population is under the age of 30 years. And 60% of that group are unemployed. The unemployment rate recorded in the first quarter of 2023 stood at 32% of these numbers. Youth unemployment was almost double the national numbers at 62.1%. Obviously, and naturally, worrisome and as such cannot be left without initiating and implementing a program that will decisively and intentionally arrest upward trajectory. The Young Creatives Program, therefore, is a national youth service program of the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, which aims to identify, to nurture, to empower young artisans and creators from diverse backgrounds. It serves for the professional development and a catalyst for their artistic careers. When I walked into the room earlier in the morning, and I spoke to the MEC of Gauteng, MEC Morkane Musupie. Musupie. Yeah. I remarked about there's a conversation in the country which I think as officials from department, from a selection point of view, acting DG. There is a conversation in the country that there are certain national groups that don't feel being of our dream. A nation that is all-inclusive. And when I look at the selection and I look at ourselves here, I asked, where is other national groups? Because you can't talk about the department that mainly its mandate is about building a national cohesion. And yet one of its programs does not have that element. I'm sure, coming as I do from a place called Western Cape, there are many community arts centers from areas of Bella, Beerwell, Misha's Plain, and so on. So we've got to reach out. In our selection, we must make a deliberate effort to reach out, so that we don't only create an impression of a nation, but it must be an effort to build a nation. Because there mustn't be any national group that feels excluded from a nation that we seek to build. By recognizing and encouraging their talents, the program seeks to inspire a new generation of creatives in our society, but will earn a living through their arts. The Young Creative Program offers a range of exciting opportunities. Participants including mentorship programs, workshops, exhibitions, performances, network events, and access to resources and facilities. By engaging with experienced mentors, some of them I met outside, and industry experts, a chance to refine their skills, expand their knowledge, and gain valuable insights to various art forms and career paths. We believe that investing in talents of young creatives is crucial for the growth and vitality of our arts and cultural sector. Through this program, we aim to foster an environment that nurtures creativity, promotes cultural diversity, and cultivates a sense of artistic excellence. The Young Creatives Program represents our commitment to support the next generation of artists and creators who will shape the future of. Fundamentally, this program is geared towards improving the employability, taking them to it, and setting up their entrepreneurships. The Young Creative Programs will assist the department to address the plight of young people in the creative industries by engaging them in meaningful development. Many young creatives